You wanna know the truth, huh? That's good. But guess what? Don't accept any old truth. That's why we have base science. We need to experiment. We need to observe. We need to look at the situation from multiple different perspectives, multiple different angles, because these truths, they ain't simple for a whole lot of times. They ain't just, you can't just fucking bro science these things. And people, myself included, who are first principle thinkers, who want to get to the bottom of things, we kinda have this bad habit sometimes. I see it in a lot of young people. I had it when I was younger, I still probably have it. That's that Dunning-Kruger. That's that hidden truth, hidden things you didn't consider, waiting to slap your freaking face from the corner. Bitch, this is why you made a huge mistake. Because you believed, and the key word here is believed, that something was true that wasn't or is not. That's the key mistake a lot of people do, like I did. That mistake led me to my biggest mistakes in life. You just stopped. You encountered somebody who can very charismatically deliver some message, some information, maybe some knowledge, and he presents this information like it's the absolute truth. This is how religions work. And when this person can do it so magnetically, it draws your attention to it, and you start to think, this makes so much sense. Like all the pieces fit together in the little imaginary puzzle in your head. Like I've been wondering this all my life and now it fully makes perfect sense. But guess what? Sometimes that ain't the final truth. There's still steps to climb in the ladder of memes. There's still ways to go deeper. The biggest mistake here is that you encounter this moment, this enlightening moment, and you're like, oh my god, this is finally it. And then you stop asking why. Like you, like I, and you, and everybody who wants to know the truth, always, like repeatedly, should challenge their theories by experimenting with base science on their own lives and observing it from nature and other people who are part of nature. Because this thing right over here, it's pretty complex when you think about it, but it's also super simple in some ways. But when you stop asking the question why, like why is this like this? Or is this really the truth? When you stop doing it, sometimes it might be the right thing to do. There is enough evidence in your own experiments, your own experiences, your your own observations, and everybody, some other people who have also studied, concluded the base science on the same subject, and they are also on the same page as you. And we start to figure out the actual mechanisms behind it, and those ones go deep when you understand like biochemistry. Then you start to understand biophysics, and things get pretty deep, and we always find out more and more with our little technology. But in the end, it usually, pretty much always, brings us back to here. Like we didn't even need to do all that science. We could have just look at our ancestors, how well they did, or how badly they did, and learn from that. But people don't really like to do that. I feel like there's a bunch of people who like to make their own little way in this world. They get bored easily. And they just want to do their own thing. And that's what leads to a lot of trouble. And also discovering the old shit once again. It's the cycle that just continues. But anyway, always be aware that there might be that Dunning-Kruger in your life. Maybe the raw chicken will give me salmon Nutella in a day. 420. Blaze it, boss.